those who don't know me, I'm Kat. I'm a wife, a homeschool mom, and an avid reader. For everyone else, welcome back. It has been a little bit since I tried to restart again after school ended. And with the holidays, I knew things were going to get a little off the rails. But I also had knee surgery, which again, I didn't have time to do all the things that I would have liked to do. But one thing that I did get to do was I did get to spend a good amount of time reading so far in this recovery. I finished Winter Spell after a month. It took from December 4th through January 5th. And then on the 6th, I started Shadow Obsession and finished it on the 9th, I believe. It was just one that it was hilarious. It was a great read for where I was at. And I just really enjoyed it. The only quote-unquote downside was that there was a few times that I just didn't read it as fast as I would have liked, being on pain meds and recovering from the surgery day. But I did start out strong with nearly 70 pages read the morning of surgery, and then 20 pages the next day. And then I finished the book the next 2 days. So overall, really good book. The comedy in this was perfect. This is the special edition cover from the Probably Smut box that I received in July. And so now I need to get caught back up on my book subscriptions now that I feel back into reading. This one follows Dee and Caesar. Dee is a granddaughter of a mafia family, and she doesn't want to be in the mafia. And she wants her future children to have the option to not be in the mafia family. And so she's attempting to to go the straight and narrow, while still using daddy's money a little bit. Really good book. Caesar is a PI who's hired by her rivals for a property to dig up dirt on Dee. And they end up, of course, with it being a romance, end up crossing lines between private investigator and the client, I guess. But overall, really good. There is some mention of familial death, kidnapping, but Evelyn Lee has a great content warning, and even lets you know what chapters that you might want to skip if you don't want the spice. But even with the spice, it wasn't crazy. So overall, enjoyed this one. I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5, which is amazing. Fun read, great for just when you want a read that doesn't require a whole lot of brain power. Now, For the spice level, I am going to give this one 4 chili peppers. If you look at romance.oi, they have a great chili pepper ranking, and that kind of has been what fuels my rating, especially lately. So there is more than one spicy scene in here, so that's what's bumping it up to a 4 instead of being a 3. And now that that has been kind of reviewed, let's look at what book I'm reading next with my probably Smut box. This is August's box, and so I've got some catch up to do. But let's dive into it. So as always, great box, and all the goodies in it. So we'll look at the stickers in just a minute. But the book is The Bad Boy Rule. This one is a hockey romance by Maren Moore. The back says, the one and only rule, don't fall for the bad boy. I mostly go into these somewhat blind. Just because I don't like knowing too much about the book, but hockey player on the front, so we definitely know it's a hockey romance with a bad boy. Content warnings include emotional and physical abuse by a parent, mostly off-page, drug and alcohol abuse of a secondary character, toxic familiar relationships, chronic illness of a child, briefly mentioned, and this is of a very minor character, very minor secondary character, and fighting and physical violence on page, which the fighting and physical violence, and it being a hockey romance, I would fully expect that. Just flipping through, it does have a playlist, which is really cool. Alright, so our main characters looks like Saint and Lennon. Saint is our, as it says, Satan in the letter bead bracelets, and then Lennon, it said, oops, of course now I lost the chapter page. Golden Girl. So this looks like it's going to be a fun one. It's just at 400 pages. So I'm gonna check this out and get started on this one. As always with these, we do have the book, the book review pages that I can add in my journal, a bookmark with a suggested annotation key, along with the annotation tabs that match it, our bookmark, the Down Bad Book Club, crying at bookstores since 1989. Fun little bookmark. I love the things that it says on the back. In my bad boy era, for the first sticker, Golden Girl, You Choose Me, and handcuffs, rope, or hockey tape with hockey tape crossed. So lots of fun stickers, and I'm looking forward to checking this book out. And there you have it, guys. The Bad Boy Rule from Probably Smut for August. I hope to have this read pretty quickly and up so that you can hear what I thought about August's books in January. And I'm just gonna keep trekking through all of these until I get caught up. I'll see you soon.